Hello, 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 and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction. Welcome to my co host, Laurie Kutcher.
Hi, Belle. How are you today?
I'm just fine and dandy. How are you?
I'm ready for a late night auction with our night owl friends.
Woohoo! I'm still kind of giddy about the fun of last night's auction.
Y'all
I
did
kind of felt
so
like I was
good.
cheating on you for a second, even though you were in the chat since I had my friend Haley co hosting.
Yeah,
Oh,
y'all did great. Y'all did great.
well, thank you. And it was great to see other people in the chat who shared my faith. So, anybody who might have missed it, if you're a person of faith and you enjoy faith based items, take a look at last night's auction. It was a wonderful night of faith based items. But tonight, we're back to our regular variety auction. We've got lots of items of lots of different genres planned. And you know what, Laurie? We are taking requests.
Yes, I love when we do that.
And I even loaded a poll. So as the night goes, if there is a lull in request, then we'll check in with Miss Rainbow and she can tell us then which genre is winning the poll.
Right.
And we'll go to that genre. But hopefully, we will have enough requests that we won't even need that. But it's a good backup just in case.
She says right now there's a tie on hair accessories and puzzles.
We'll see how that continues as the night. If anybody decides that they don't want to wait for the results of the poll, they can always just request it, right?
Yes, anytime. Put it in the chat. If
So
Belle
if you
can
don't want to
grab it,
wait for
she'll
the
grab it.
results of the poll, you just let us know. Well, why don't we start
That's
saying
right.
hello to a few people? Let me scroll to the top. We'll start saying
Alrighty.
hellos and then I'll let you do some announcements. All right,
Alrighty.
first, running our chat tonight, sprinkling our chat with love and care and great moderation is Rainbow Cookie Sprinkles.
Hi, Rainbow. So glad you're here tonight.
Here is Crochet Queen Kathy. I have no idea what she wrote, but I'm
Yeah.
glad she wrote it.
Hi, CQ. How are you tonight?
She must be vowing for something, but I just don't know what it is. All right, we've got Melinda Damon. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome, Melinda. Nice to see you.
And let us know if you would how you found us. That's always fun to hear. Here's Holly Gibbs. Hello, hello.
Hi, Holly.
What announcements do you have for us?
Well, let's see. Tonight is Tuesday night, so it's the last of the week's auctions. And tomorrow and Thursday will be Bell's days for invoicing and weighing and measuring and computing and getting your invoices out. Our next auction will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. And then we'll continue again with our Monday at 7 and then our late night Tuesday next week at 9 p.m. Uh, be sure
Okay.
to do a thumbs up and share us out. It helps us ever so much.
Yes.
And check out Bell's memberships. There's 3 levels, all with perks. I'm sure you'll find something that you love.
Okay, and since we have a few new people in the chat, let me explain how this works. If you think you might possibly want to buy something, or you just want to get in on the auction newsletter that Laurie lovingly sends out every week, go ahead and send a registration email to my email address, which is in the corner of the screen. And Rainbow's also going to write it in the chat in case you prefer to copy and paste. In it, just let me know your YouTube name, your mailing name, and your mailing address. That way, I know where to send your invoices and where to send the items you win. Once you have sent that to me so that I can locate you and bill you, then you are cleared to bid in the auction. The way you bid in my auction is in numbers. That way, I have a legal representation that you knew how much you are obligated to pay for absolutely everything you bid on. All sales are final. The only time you can retract is during the auction. All items are as is and where is, and you are obligated to pay for absolutely everything you bid on. I do not cancel invoices at all, ever. The methods of payment that you have a choice of paying with are a choice of PayPal or Zelle. Zelle is my preferred method of payment, especially now that they've gotten rid of those apps and you just use Zelle from your banking web page. But it's my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees because it's through banks. I also still take PayPal. PayPal is the software by which I make your invoices. PayPal is also how you can pay with your Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and even Venmo. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those discounted rates are based on three criteria: the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana, which is why my channel name is Southern Belle NOLA. NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana. So if you have any additional questions about bidding or payment or shipping, you can always ask the mods in the chat. So, Laura, you ready to get this thing started?
I'm ready to get it started with Laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And we're going to let the good times roll with our opening round, which we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And during this round, which takes place at the beginning of the show and the top of every hour, everything starts at the bargain price of just $1 for choice. Here at Bargains by Belle, our bidding increments are only 10 cents. So you
That's
can have a
great.
good time bidding it up with just your pennies, nickels, and dimes. Although we always appreciate a good power bid, don't we, Laurie?
Oh, we do. We really do.
And I've got some gorgeous charms. So at the bottom, I've got some cutie patootie little animals.
They
At the
are
top,
cute.
I've got paw prints, a dragonfly, a butterfly, and in the middle, I've got a mix of um, cats and pandas, some hearts, some leaves. So lots of great things to choose from.
I'm in for one.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Anyone want to bid it up? Looking for 110.
And if you haven't already said hi in the chat and you're lurking, jump in and say hi.
We won't
And go
bite.
ahead and give us a thumbs up. That's a free and easy way that you can support my channel.
Laurie's in at 1.
Anybody else? If not, we can just count it down and then get to the actual auction.
Going once, going twice.
Y'all don't forget to put in your requests.
Fair warning. Sold to Lori. I would like one of M and one of I. The purple kitty.
Okay, I love it when you just speak to me in real words. Okay,
Okay.
so
The
M.
purple kitty and the ice cream.
All right. And okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else? Y'all don't be shy now. We're always so blessed to have Rainbow running our chat. Thank you so much for that.
Rainbow would like, she's in for one. She would
Okay,
like PNOP. That's the kind of light yellow or
okay,
the white one.
all right.
Is that P? Yeah.
And some of these I did have two of, if for some reason somebody's wanting to make some earrings. I should have probably said that before I started pulling them off the board. So, Laurie, if you or Rainbow wanted two of any of those, let me know, and I'll be glad to get you a duplicate.
All righty.
All right, anybody else?
Last chance.
I'm always so scared to scrape it to the
Scoop.
side the first
Yes.
time because it seems like there's always a little bit of lag, and I hate to do that to anybody. But I'm about to scrape it to the side, go to the next item, and while I'm doing that, y'all tell me what you'd like to see.
The poll was saying hair accessories.
Okay, well, let's give time for a few more people to
Sure.
get in. I did want to show one thing that may be a little time consuming.
Oh, we have a
Um,
super chat from
Nancy!
Nancy
Thank
Smith.
you,
So
thank
let's dance, let's
you.
sing, let's shout
She says,
to the rhythm of life day and night. Let's say, live toll and let's roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll.
woohoo!
Yay!
Love it.
Thank you,
Love it.
thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that so much.
She says, I love you, Belle and Laurie. God bless you both. And thank you. We
Oh,
love you
and we
too.
love you. We do, we do.
That
Oh,
was
did we
sweet.
miss something else? We're supposed to look up. Did we miss something else? Or is that
No,
what we missed?
I think it was for the super chat.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate that. Well, it's fun to sell pretty things, but sometimes you just need to sell practical things that help people. And one of the comments I get a lot, and I hear this at other auctions too, is, well, how long is that bracelet? How long is that necklace? Oh, that's not the length I need. And one of the ways that I thought I can help people is by, excuse me, offering some extensions. So these are going to be $2 each. And I have these in both gold and silver tones. So here's a gold tone. Um, but you will see that these come in different sizes, different lengths. So this one is super long. This one is shorter. I've got some in the middle. I ordered like some in all kinds of different sizes. So I'm showing you gold as a way to just compare. I'll show you some silver in a minute. And you can see they're kind of all different lengths. And I don't know if anybody even necessarily needs these here, but even if I solve a problem for some of my competitors or my friends that also sell, I'd like to think that they would do the same thing for me if they had a product that they thought could help my viewers. So you can see right there at the bottom, I've got a gold and a silver. But you'll see there are all different lengths. I'm charging the same amount for each length. I know there are some people that would probably be real pesky and say, oh, the longer one is going to be more money and the shorter one is going to be less and make it all complicated. But I just don't want to do that.
Right, an extender's an extender.
So whether you put it on a necklace, you put it on a bracelet, and you'll see they have lobster claw clasps, which make them easy peasy. So if anybody's interested, y'all just let me know. Oops. I probably should have laid these out ahead of time, but I thought, I don't think I'll be able to keep them in place. So I thought, well, I'll just lay them out in front of y'all.
Well, I'm in for 2.
Okay.
Looking for 210.
And what you see is what I have. There are no duplicates. So, and this is the last one. Now, the hard part may be figuring out who bought what. But even if you get the wrong one, it's one of those things that because you can hook it into any of these chains, therefore you can latch it where you want to. Also,
Right.
if it's too short, you could add a couple of them together. Hi, Janice.
Hey, Janice. Going once, twice. Fair warning.
But you could swap it up with different necklaces, or you could just attach it to the necklace of your choice, and then it's always ready to go. Once you figure out that ideal length, you just keep the extender on it. And y'all keep in mind, we're always looking for additional mods to help us out.
So to Lori, I would like one of the gold and one of the silver, the longest ones you have up there.
Okay. I'm going to say this is the longest of the gold.
Yeah.
And figure out the longest of the silver. I'm thinking it's going to be this one. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Anybody else? I've still got lots of long ones if that's what y'all are thinking about.
Got a good variety of different lengths.
Yeah, because if you're adding it to a bracelet, you probably don't want one that is quite as long.
Correct. Correct.
Also, but if you go with a shorter one, this could even be a great fix if you've broken a clasp and you just need to replace a clasp. Maybe you're not really trying to add on to the length, you just want to salvage a necklace
Right.
where the clasp broke. I can't tell you how many times I have broken a clasp and I didn't even realize it was broken because, when you pull it back with your little thumb and you attach it behind your neck, you can't really see, but sometimes that little pin will break off and your
Right.
necklace will just open up, or it gets stuck closed or stuck open. Any other interest before I clear these away? All right, I'm going to move these aside, and these will still be available on the replay. Okay, I know it's pretty close to Easter, but I have seen that I think I forgot to ever show these. But still, we have way over a week, and I'm about to mail stuff out tomorrow. So I thought I'd still go ahead and show this. This is a smaller version of a coloring book. So it's not the big size, it's the small kind of handheld size.
Ah,
So I'm
okay.
going to start this one at just $3.
Can you flip through the pages a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh,
So just $3.
well, I'm in for 3.
Thank you. Just to give you an idea of size, don't have the full size books out. After this, I'm going to have these that are greeting cards, but this is the size of the smaller one. This is the standard size. So not hugely smaller, but somewhat
Right.
small. So,
Yeah.
all right. Any interest?
Looking for 310. Nancy, we're looking for 310.
There's a little bit of a lag, so
Yeah.
let's just
Yep.
wait a second.
She's got it in 310. I'm
Okay,
out.
good. Okay, we can count this down. Y'all make sure that you're on live chat, not top chat, and that your red line is pulled all the way forward.
Nancy, what you sorry for? All is fair in love and auctions. Yes, we do both love the color.
Y'all don't know how many I might or might not have.
That's
So
true. We
let's
don't.
not start crying yet, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all I have two of these
Oh, isn't that
available. I
something?
have two of these available.
Sold to Nancy.
So the big question, one or both?
Congratulate. You want one or both, Nancy?
I have to technically ask that. I can't just say
Yes.
you get one and you get one.
Congratulations. Oh, she's going to buy
Aww,
both and bless me with one. You're so
yes,
sweet. Thank you,
alert.
Nancy.
Yes, alert. Okay, that is so lovely. Boy, a super chat and a gift for Laurie. We have both been blessed by Nancy tonight already, haven't we?
Already, and we hardly get to the
Already.
show. Yeah.
Okay, now this next item, want to warn you, I have only one. Okay, so I'm telling y'all ahead of time so that y'all aren't thinking I'm holding out on it. Okay, let me move back the camera so that y'all can see. This is a make your own greeting cards. It really should be called color your own greeting cards. And it says that it has birthday, thank you, love, friendship, and more. We're going to start this at 5. I'll show you how it works. So the way it works is here is the motif, and then you tear it out and you fold it, if that makes sense. Here's one
Oh,
that
that's
says
cute.
Happy Valentine's Day. And once again, it has the little lines. And then you'll see on the back, here's what the inside of the card says. Once you get it colored, once you tear it out and fold it, it says, it's good to know we'll always have each other. Happy Valentine's.
Oh,
So,
that's
and
nice.
they all work that way. So, for instance, here's a birthday one with this great birthday cake on it. And you'll see here's the message inside. It says, today is just for you. Go ahead and take the biggest slice of birthday cake. And so they'll all have these messages on this side, and then it's this side that you color and tear out and fold. So that's how you're making your own greeting cards for birthday, for thank you, for love, for friendship, and more.
That's pretty cool.
I only have one.
Nancy's in for 5.
Now, it looks like on the picture they're coloring with colored pencils, but if you want to use crayons or markers or whatever, it's really up to you.
That reminds me of the books you had that were color your own postcard.
Yes, I still have
Remember?
those if
Tear it
anybody
out.
would like to see
Yeah.
those.
I've got a book of those. I love it.
In here, there are 27. In those books of postcards, there are 50, and it's the
Yeah.
same price. So if anybody wants to see those, y'all let me know. I think it's an even better value.
I colored one and sent one to my cousin that I haven't. We used to be pen pals when we were in high school and junior high school. And I had only met her one time when they took a trip to New Orleans to come and visit. And we stayed pen pals until after high school. You know how it is.
Uh-huh.
And so I pulled one out and colored it up and sent it to her.
Nice.
Yeah, that was nice. I enjoyed it. Nancy wants to know if you could show the color your postcards.
Oh, sure.
Congratulations, Nancy.
Okay, I've got 2 different options, and look how thick they are, Laurie. Look how thick.
Yeah.
They're a heavy paper, and each one is a postcard. And this is the back, and it shows you where you put your stamp and your address. Don't want to bend them back too far, else it looks like the book has been used. But they are really beautiful. The first one says, color yourself happy postcards, 50 positive passages to color and share. Here's the other one, equally thick, same manufacturer, but this one says color yourself Zen, which I'm not really happy about the word Zen, but that's kind of one of those buzzwords that some of the, Gen Zers tend to like. But tranquil passages to color and share, which I really think would be a better name for it. But both are absolutely beautiful. And you get a ton in here. You're getting 50 for the starting bid of $5, which I think is the ultimate bargain.
Yes.
I mean, that's 10 cents each. And I only have one of each. And I'll be honest, somebody actually bought these last year and defaulted and ghosted me. And it was only after a lot of crying and tears that my moderators finally said, you've got to start opening up some of these boxes. At first, I was thinking of doing a repo auction, especially if there's one woman. I tell you, she had all the excuses in the world just because she lived up in New York City. But nonetheless, after it's been over a year, you've just got to start putting these items up because I knew somebody else would really enjoy these.
Nancy's
I'm
for
so
5.
sorry, Rainbow. I thought that I had said 5 a few times. I'm sorry. Laurie, was I unclear? I'm so sorry.
It's for 5, yeah. Nancy's in for 5.
All right, good. We can just count this down. We've got so few people watching, we don't really need to drag this out. But I need to keep opening up more and more boxes and get stuff resold. But I just tend to get so emotional about it because I realize that I've been conned and duped and tricked when I believed people and when I waited months and months and months. But when it's been over a year, sometimes you just got to say,
do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
You can't hang on to anger and resentment. So you've got to just forgive them. And one of the ways that I can forgive them, even though I'm not going to be stupid enough to sell to them again, is to sell it to somebody else who wants it and values it and actually pays their bill. So.
Congratulations, Nancy. Which one or ones would you like?
Oh, she's going with happy.
The happy one.
The choices were happy or Zen, which I'm still not happy with the word Zen, but I wish they'd just call it tranquil passages.
Right.
Okay, so happy is going to Nancy, and it makes me happy to be sending it to her. Okay, anybody for the tranquil passages? Which one did you get, Laurie? Did you get happy or did you get tranquil?
To be honest, I don't remember because they both look very familiar. So I don't remember.
Okay, well, we're going to move this aside. While we're talking about books and hobbies and ways of being productive, I got an email today. I know I always say, you can buy anything from the auction. I will get emails from people who haven't been to auctions in months or years saying, can I get another one of the, something they had bought in the past? And the lady was asking to buy some puzzle books. I think she's going to put them in Easter baskets. So once I pulled out the word search she wanted, I thought, I'm just going to show them at auction tonight because there might be some other people that think that mental puzzles and exercises are going to be great for Easter baskets. Whether
that's a good idea.
Kids, adults, senior adults, that way they have something to do. Now, I did also
Mm-hmm.
recommend she might want to get some pens or something to go with it. But, you know, if you haven't seen the pens that I've started showing, oh, and let me show you the price on these. These are nine ninety
Oh, my
nine.
heavens.
$9.99. And let
Wow.
me see that the word search is 9.99
$99.
as well. Okay, but you're not going to pay 9.99 here. You're not going to pay nine, not going to pay eight, not going to pay seven, not going to pay six, not going to pay five. You're going to pay $3. $3.
$3.
How is that for a savings? So I've got Sudoku, and the Sudoku, if you notice, is in 5 levels. So if you want to start with the
That's great.
easy, and then you move to the second easiest, then to the medium, you
Mm-hmm.
may never get up to the hard ones, and that's okay. You know, step by step. And I love that they're in those orders. So, hello to our foreign viewer. Then I've got
Hello,
a word
hello.
search. Oh, and this word search has a bonus 10 crisscross and fill ins. That's nice. All right, let me see what else I have.
Nancy's in for 3.
Here's a different Sudoku. This one's a spring into mindful numbers. Here is a Sudoku with large print. I know some people have some eye issues, especially those who are elderly. So if you're giving this as a gift, or maybe you're a person who has issues, look how big the
Oh,
print is.
wow.
This is excellent. So
That's
that's going
great.
to be an option. Here's another option. Once again, it says big, bold grids. Oops. Never want to bend these back so much that these look used, but this one has the whole grid big, not just numbers big.
Going once, going twice. Fair warning.
And remember, y'all can request what you'd like to see.
If you haven't clicked the thumbs up yet, please do so. It helps us ever so much. Sold to Nancy. Congratulations. Which one or ones would you like?
And what quantities?
And how many?
I got to tell you a funny thing growing up. I used to have a best friend who lived next door. And she and I would purposely try to get the same word search book, and then we'd compete to see who could finish first. So we'd always try to get two of the same. That's one of the reasons why I still ask about quantities, because maybe you have a bestie or a son or a daughter or a grandma or whoever that you want to do puzzles with, and y'all can race.
She would like the word search.
Okay. Just one?
I believe so.
Okay. Here we go.
And I'm in for 3. I would like that Sudoku on the back wall with the 11 on the front.
Okay. There we go. Sold, sold, sold. It's the last one I have of those. So good timing. Anybody else? I was going to say, I didn't think you were going to go for the one with the gnome. I thought if you're going
No,
Sudoku and you've got a choice of 4 Sudoku, she's not going to go for the
not going to go for the gnome. Nope.
even if it has a large print. Although I don't think Laurie has large print needs. But oh,
It's
okay.
getting there.
Oh, I've been needing large prints since I was in grade school. So that's just my eye condition. So
It's
for those
funny,
of
you
y'all
don't.
who don't know, I have an eye condition called astigmatism. which it does not catch. It's congenital. It's about the curvature of the eye.
Sometimes you don't realize you're needing it until you actually see a bigger one. You go, oh my goodness, this is so much easier to read,
Yeah.
but while you're struggling, you don't really notice it except for, oh, I'm having a little trouble reading this, but you don't think, get some larger print. But,
Well, it's like when you're using your computer and you accidentally bump it from 100% to 110, and you're like, wow, just that extra
yes,
10%. So
yes,
I love when I
yes,
bump something on my computer and it makes it better. It'll make it a little brighter or a little bigger. Of course, sometimes the converse happens where it gets a little worse. You're like,
right,
oh no,
right.
what did I bump?
That's
Okay,
when I
I'm going to
yell.
scrape these to the side.
That's when I yell, Tyler,
Oh, I
come
need a
show me what I did.
toilet. Okay. Well, where do our polls stand? Let's go to something on our polls if we don't have a specific request.
Let's
Miss
see.
Rainbow, you got a poll report? But while we're looking that up, let me show a cute little cushion. I don't know if y'all have been getting outside now that it's in the 80s, although today we were back in the 60s and 70s, and
Yes,
to me it was far nicer.
yes.
But I love indoor outdoor cushions. This is an outdoor seat pad, and you'll notice that it is easy to maintain. It has UV treated fabric. It's hypoallergenic. It is 15.5 by 16. And look at it's still got all the tags on it. It's reversible. The back side is solid blue, but look how gorgeous this side
Oh,
is.
that's beautiful.
I think it actually goes this way. So $5 for this. So if you just don't think that your wrought iron chairs have um, adequate cushion, oh, they're tied. Okay, we'll do a few other things until somebody breaks the tie then. Um, if you don't think that the outdoor cushions you have are pretty, or if they've been kind of bleached by the sun, or if they just don't have adequate cushion, I've got these. I have two of these available because who wants just one? You always have seating groups of 4 to 2 people. And I'm going to make this for choice. Some people have enough cushion just, on the body God gave them, and you may not need something to sit on. But you know what you might need instead is something soft to lay your back
Oh,
on.
look at that, how pretty it
So
matches.
I've got the square version. This is an outdoor toss pillow. This pillow measures
There we
15
go.
by 15. It is easy to maintain, UV treated fabric, and hypoallergenic. And once again, it's this same gorgeous pattern. Move back my camera. Just imagine this on a chair. So you've got two choices, and I've got two of each available. I have the um, cushions as well as the pillows. Choice of cushions or pillows, or you might even want both. Two of each available.
That looks so nice together.
Thank you. To me, it has such a Mediterranean feel to it with all the
Yes, yes,
blues.
exactly. Yes, that's awesome.
Still brand new with tags and quite a savings over the original prices. Okay, last call on this then. Y'all may not necessarily be outdoorsy people, but I at least wanted to show it. And it'll still be available on the replay. But maybe instead, y'all are more interested in interior decor. Well, if you're thinking, I need a new refreshing pillow for inside, or I need a pillow to mark my spot. I used to love the TV show Big Bang Theory, and Sheldon had his spot on the sofa. And I don't know if y'all had parents like that where this was mom's spot and this was dad's spot. But my parents were that way, where my mother just always was set up on the sofa. My dad had a special recliner he liked, and everybody else just sat wherever. This pillow says reserved for the dog. So maybe
That's
even your
cute.
dog has a special spot that he or she likes. This one is brand new. It is 12 by 18, and this could be for your sofa, your recliner, your bed. So many people I hear sleep with their little dogs. So, one side for them, one side for the dog. So we're going to start this pillow out at $8. I do have two of these available in case you maybe have two dogs or you need one for each side of the bed, or one for the bed, one for the sofa, or whatever. That way, all your dog has to do is just nudge it to the side with their little nose or paw, and then they can take that spot. Or maybe you have a little dog and they want to lay on top of it, because those little dogs, it seems like to get up high and climb and lay on top of
Yes,
things
they
and just be
do.
king of the castle. So imagine your little dog climbing way, way, way up and laying like the Queen of Sheba up here. You know how some of those little dogs are.
Oh yeah. Barbara has a little dog, and that little dog loves to climb up on her shoulder
Oh,
and sleep with his face in her neck.
now for those of you who might be new to the channel, Barbara is
Oh, sorry.
um, Laurie's sister. Laurie
Yes,
has many, many, many sisters,
she's one of my
and
6.
Barbara is one of her sisters. Okay, last call on this. Next, for any of you who have problems with your posture, I've got an as seen on TV product. This is called Posture Doctor. I'm going to start this at $9. And this is how it works. It's to relieve neck, back, and shoulder strain, to align your back and spine. It is lightweight and comfortable. It's invisible under clothing. And look how it changes the gentleman's posture.
Wow.
Here it shows that it's great for home, for work, for driving, and for the gym. Here's how it corrects a woman's posture. And here's how it works. Simply slip on Posture Doctor and adjust the straps for the perfect fit. It gently pulls back your shoulders to help align your spine and to provide soothing relief for your neck, back, and shoulders. Wear for 20 to 30 minutes a day to train your body for perfect posture. Look better, feel better, live better.
Wow.
But even though it was as seen on TV for $29.99, we're just starting it at 9.
At $9.
But the great thing about those products are, if you ever have any questions about it, you can go back and watch how they show you step by step and hear the testimonials and even
Right.
other tricks and tips about it. So even though you're not paying the as seen on TV price, you can always just look up those videos once you get this for additional instruction. I tell you what, I don't think we've done a price drop yet tonight. Let's
No,
make this our first price drop of the night.
that would be
Let's take
great.
this down to $6.
$6. Bargains by Belle.
$6. Buy it now. I give Rainbow a chance to put it in the chat before we move
There we
on.
go.
At the top of the hour, we're going to be having another $1 round. I was hoping we'd get a stampede in, but they may still be busy. Okay, last call on this. All right, let's move this aside. All right, next I have a set of 2 air fresheners, $5. Buy it now. This is called Febreze Small Spaces. And let me show you how this works. You do not have to plug this in. You do not have to put a battery in this. All you have to do is push the little blue button with the hand on it. By pushing the little blue button, that makes it start. And it slowly dispenses fragrance. It works basically the same way that car air fresheners do, where car air fresheners have a little button on the back, and then you just clip it to the vents. So you'll push
That's
the
pretty
little
cool.
button on the back, and you can put these in 2 separate rooms. I like these in the bathroom, but some people might like them in a bedroom or a hall or a closet to keep it fresh. But if you have a room where you've got, big pieces of furniture in front of the outlets, which my parents have some big curios and bookcases and armoires, where there's a lot of outlets I just can't get to. So I also like things that you don't necessarily have to plug in for that reason.
That's a smart idea.
And the portability of being able to put it anywhere and even just carry
Anywhere.
it from one area to another because it is portable. See, no batteries.
Hmm,
Okay,
that's pretty
last
cool.
call on these.
Rainbow says they're good in closets.
Oh, good to know. Okay, we're going to pass on that. Next, this may seem old school, but I always feel like you need a hard copy just in case anything happens. This is called an address book. And back before the internet, people kept address books so that they could send notes and postcards to their loved ones or Christmas cards. This one is a beautiful burgundy color. It's got a nice texture to it. I probably have too much light. Nice texture to it. I don't know if y'all can see the texture.
Yeah,
And let me show you the inside. It is alphabetized, but it is totally modern because if you look, there are all these symbols that we know. So a symbol not only for telephone number, but for email and for cell phones and for the email address. In fact, it literally says email. So therefore, each person has all of these different contacts. So, and you've got the entire alphabet. Oh, I forgot to say the price. $5. $5. And I hear so many heart-wrenching stories about people saying that their loved ones are having problems with Alzheimer's, with dementia, with memory in general, or that they forget how to operate their cell phone, how to get into their contacts. There's an emergency and they can't find their cell phone or they drop their cell phone. This would be really great for a senior adult to have literal information that they can always just flip through or that they could show to a loved one or a caregiver or police or whoever it is
Right.
that is helping them try to contact a loved one to help them, because that's always the suggestion that social workers and doctors give is write a hard copy. Hi, Brenda.
Hi,
Oh, thank you so
Brenda.
much for coming in a stampede. I'm so glad. Okay, any interest in this address book? Ellen, I think this
Hey,
may be
Ellen.
Ellen's first time on my channel.
Yes.
Thank you
Hi.
so much for coming. For those of y'all who
Blinging
don't
is
know,
bling.
Ellen sells beads and craft products. She bought out a craft store.
Smart lady. Blinging
Hi,
is the
Blingy.
blingy. Yeah. And Jane.
I think it may be Blingy's first time on my channel too. It's so fun seeing people that I see all the time at the Heifers. And I feel so delighted to get to host them at my channel. Hi,
Hey,
Miss
Sandy.
Idaho.
And
Hi,
Miss
Sandy and
Idaho.
Chewy. Do, 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 do. Keep those heifers rolling, rolling along. I'm so glad y'all are here.
Welcome in to everybody.
Yes, right now I'm showing an address book. It's got a great pebbled texture. It
Kathy
is,
Wood.
hi,
Hey,
Kathy Wood.
girl.
So glad to see you. And it's burgundy in color. It's kind of looking brown, but oh, that's what I need to do is more light on it. It's actually burgundy. And when you open it up, you will see all of the lettering. And when you open up the pages, you will see that it has room for emails and phone numbers and cell phone numbers and all kinds of contacts. So it's not old fashioned because it has so many spots to fill in. So always great to have a hard copy. Well, I am
Blingy says she's
delighted to
been
hear
here a
that.
few times. Yeah. Glad you're
Great.
here.
Okay, last call on this because you know what time it is?
It is time for Belle's Bargain Bonanza.
Yes, it
At the top of
is.
every hour and at the beginning of the show. And Belle,
Yes.
we have Nancy Smith. Welcome to Bellarina.
Oh, so exciting! Well, let me show you what we're gonna do.
So let's dance, let's sing, let's shout to the rhythm of life day and night. Let's say, Liverpool, let's roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul, let the good times roll, let the good times roll, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll.
Nancy says she renewed her membership.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so delighted. And if I recall, I think her membership actually started out as a gift. So I'm going to have to thank Black Widow, because that's one of the great things about gifting memberships is that sometimes people like them so much that they will renew the membership that they were gifted.
Yes, that's great.
Okay, well, this $1 round is going to be pens. And let me show you these beautiful pens. These are actually fidget pens, because look right here, you can turn it. So if you want to fidget with a little something while you're writing, or maybe kids or grandkids, what's 193 plus 86? What is the meaning of the word metropolitan? What's the meaning of the word cognizant? Those things that, you wonder when you're growing up. I love the ability to be able to fidget with it while you're writing and doing your homework.
Hi, Teresa.
So glad to see you.
Glad you're here.
Okay, let me show you what else I have. That one's in aqua. I also have one in blue, kind of a periwinkle.
Brenda's
Here
in for
is
one.
a pretty one in pink. Here is a cute one that has a bear dangle and also a little bottle. And these all write with black gel ink. Okay, next I have some cute little doggies. I just got these in, and I'll show them to you together. One is all white and one is white with gray. And look at their little tongues sticking out. How funny is
cute.
that? So here's these two little doggies. How much is that doggy up for auction? Okay, I've got a peacock. Here is a flamingo. And you let me know if the light is making too much of a glare, okay?
No, it looks good.
All right. Next, I've got a Captain America. For Easter, I've got some bunnies. I've got bunnies in white, bunnies in lavender. Oh, yes, that's a defect. People complain about it on every channel. It's got to be with a cell phone or a computer or a tablet. There's just something about the iPhone that's not compatible. I've
I'll be
seen that in
darned.
many, many, many chats. I've got the very rare black bunny, a blue bunny, and I don't mean ice cream, and a yellow bunny. I also have some heart pens. I've got hearts in, this is a copper heart, a magenta heart, red, and purple. And last but not least, I have a cactus. Put that in here. Oh, and I realized I actually have the flamingo in 2 colors. Let's see if Captain America will make room. So here is the flamingo also in a blue option.
And aren't they all gel pens?
Yes, these are all gel pens and they write black.
Now you know I got that song stuck in my head, huh?
What? Let the
Let
good
the good
times roll,
times
let the
roll, let
good
the good
times
times
roll,
roll.
gratitude in our soul, let the good
Yep.
times roll. Well,
Going
I'm
once.
excited to have a new member. I'm excited that we had a super chat tonight. God is really blessing us.
Fair
We might have
warning.
a small group of viewers tonight, but wonderful quality people. I don't think I've ever shown those dog pens before.
Yeah, I've not seen the dog pens before. Okay, sold to Brenda. Congratulations. She says she would like the aqua, the one with there.
Okay, this one I think is the one she wants with
Yeah.
the aqua bear
And the
on
stuff
there.
on it. Yeah.
Okay, great choice. All right, anybody else? And Rainbow, did we ever break the tie as to what to show next?
Nancy, I don't know if you bought a set of them already. I know this is the first time she's showing the dogs.
You bought some. I can't remember
Yeah, I just don't
specifically
remember
which
what.
ones. Because I show different ones each time. I'm kind of thinking she might have bought some of the fast food ones. Um, and I'm kind of
Hey,
thinking she might have
Maritza.
bought the Stitch one. I think she might have bought a key one. I don't really remember. Hi Maritza. Even when we do your invoices, we usually just count the number of pens,
Right.
and it'll say that number of pens.
Okay, Rainbow is in for one. She would like the gray and white dog.
Okay. Sold, sold, sold. Okay. Who's next?
And then let's see. Nancy, no, Maritza's in next. She wanted the 2 dogs and the cactus.
Okay. I have 2 cactuses available. Did you want one or both? I've got 2 cactuses available. Oh, and I know Maritza loves coloring. I wonder if she saw the postcards to color earlier, because we still had one of those big 50-page books for $5 left.
Maritza said just one of the cactus.
Just one? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. We are sold. Who is next?
Uh, Kathy had wanted also the 2 puppies, and she wanted to know if you had another one of those dangling pens with the baby bottle on it.
I don't. I'm sorry. I do have some cat pens. Would y'all prefer to see cat pens?
Rainbow said that she can get them later to please give the dogs to Maritza.
I don't foresee myself to be able to order more. So if you give them up, I may not be able to order more. I want you to be advised of that. So there isn't necessarily going to be a later.
What would you like to do, Rainbow?
Because normally, if y'all have noticed, I usually order and get pens in 4 packs. And that's why I usually have 4 different colors. Those, they were from a different company and they came in a 2 pack, which is why I only have two. And I don't think that I'm going to be able to order more. But since
She said
everybody
that's
seems
okay.
interested, let me show you these 2 cats. I will add these 2 cats. And look at their little top hats. So I've got the white with the black top hat, and then I've got the black with the orange top hat. So let me add these two since apparently everybody is interested in the dogs. I know cats aren't the same, but we might have a cat lover. So if anybody wants to substitute the cats, maybe? Okay, so we'll let Maritza buy them, and if you'll just
Correct.
adjust to
Mm-hmm.
Maritza, okay. And y'all came on a good night because Wednesday and Thursday are my packing, weighing, measuring, and invoicing. So this way you can get it in to add to your order that I'm packing up Wednesday and Thursday.
All
So
right,
you'll
Nancy.
either get it Wednesday night or more likely Thursday during the day.
Nancy would like the 2 cats.
Okay, and I do have 2 of each. So let me know if you want just 2, or maybe you want 3, maybe you want 4. But I do have 2 of each because, like I said, most of these come in 4 packs. So there's 1 of each. If you decide you want 2 of each, just let Laurie know. Thank you so much. Anybody else? I got to tell you, I'd actually use the bunny ones all the time because bunnies, while we might think about them for Easter, they are really all year round, just like dogs and cats are all year round, and flamingos and birds are all year round. Oh, she's going
She
to go
said
for both
she'll
sets.
take both sets.
Okay, that's smart because once again, I don't know if I can get more of those. But now that I know y'all are into dogs, I will look and see what dog pen offerings there are, if there even are some. Okay, anybody else? Every week I try to get a few new pens. That way I can show you some new ones as well as show you what's left from previous inventory. So anytime you see pens, know that there'll be a few you've seen before, but there'll be a few you've not seen yet. Okay, anybody else before I clear the board? Last call. All right. And Rainbow, you let me know if we broke the tie and we have
Brooches
a
are in the lead.
brooches. Okay, going to brooches next then. Okay, let's get out this big grid and look down. Okay, let's start out at $8 for choice. Well, since dogs were so popular, Look at this
Oh,
big
regal.
enamel dog. Here's the back of it. And it
Nice.
has beautiful enamel work. Here's the sweet little face. All right, I'm going to put this dog on D. All right, next I'm going to mark this one down. I was selling it at 10, and I think Laurie might have gotten one of these.
I
This
did
is the
buy one.
lapis lazuli. This is the back of the stone. Look how rich and colorful this was. Pretty sure Tracy treated you to this one day. And it's also got some enamel work down here. And um, this is so fancy. And look how it stands up. It's a really thick, substantial piece of stone in this. It was worth all of the $10. So it is a bargain at 8. Also on the markdown list, this one was also one I was selling for $10. I'm going to mark it down to 8. And I
Beautiful.
love how sparkly the stones are. Also, that we have some big heavy ones at the bottom, and then look at all of the lustrous light ones at the top. I also love when you look really closely, you will see that there are different shades of green. There's actually some peridot down here, as well as some that are an emerald color.
That's beautiful.
It might be, I can't say that, it is what you say it is type of a thing. So I would say it's probably a lighthouse, but it's in the eye of the beholder. Next, for anybody who likes dragonflies, this is blingy and gorgeous. From the beautiful tail to the body to the wings, even those eyes. I put this one on G. Next, for somebody who likes sandstone, look how this one just reflects like the
Hmm.
sand with gold flecks in it. And you'll see even on the back, it's got
Yeah,
that same beautiful glitter to it. And it's in a beautiful peacock. I'm going to put that one here. And I actually have two of these. This one has a dyed shell in it. So it's dyed magenta. So you can choice for that one. Here's a brand new one I got this week. Look at this beautiful giraffe.
oh, look at
And it's
that.
got kind of a patchwork to it where it's got some copper, it's got some yellow, got some orange, got some gold to it. Here's the back of it. I'm going to put that one on B. This one is out of season, but sometimes people like to buy ahead for the holidays. It's a set of 3 pumpkins, kind of like mama and babies. So sweet.
How cute.
I'm going to put that one on A. And then for the last one, I have this cameo.
Oh, stunning.
We'll put this one on E. All right, let's see if there's any interest.
That cameo would look beautiful in one of those cases, the
Oh,
collector's
yes.
cases.
Let me show those.
Yeah, all of them would look good in one.
So for an additional $3 charge, I have these cases right here. So you get both the base and the actual case. You just put your fingernail in it here and open it up. Then you put the item in, you just lay it in, you seal it down, and then you put it into the holder. And look how great it looks. Now, I didn't exactly center that evenly, but you know what the great thing about it is I can open it up and reposition it. So imagine this sitting on your desk at work. Then it really tells something to people about you. Or maybe you want a series of these that sits
Look at that,
on
how pretty.
your bookcase, on your nightstand, along your mantle. It's a great way to display a collection because you can only wear one per day, and some people don't like to put holes in their clothing. So, for the low price of $3, you can display it, or this is even a great way to give it as a gift.
I gave some Christmas gifts that I bought brooches that people were either fancied to, like they collected them, or just
Hmm.
one that I thought that they would like that was so pretty, and put them in put them in a couple of those and gave them as gifts.
And you'll
Love
see
it,
even the
love it.
bigger, taller ones fit.
Try the dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Is
The
it too big?
dragonfly is going to need a bigger size,
It
but
needs
you
a
know
bigger
what? I
one.
do have a bigger size. Let me grab
Oh,
a bigger size because these come in several sizes. So here's an example of different sizes. So I'll show you here when I'm. So this one would be great for the dragonfly. And even though they're different sizes, I charge the same amount, at least for now.
oh my. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Okay,
Nice.
anybody for $8? If not, I will scrape these to the side and show you some other options because I do have other options. Oops, I'll let my camera up there. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, anybody? All right, let's move these to the side and I'll show you some others. Let's now go down to the $7 price point. $7 price point, Miss Rainbow. And let me show you what I have. Okay, first I have this super blingy butterfly. You'll notice the sides are enamel and it is blingy in the middle. You'll see in the very middle there's a light pink stone, um, a darker pink. Even the antennas have pink stones. So I'm going to put that one on D.
Beautiful.
Here is a green butterfly and just fabulous stones. You've got some big stones. You've also got some small stones on the outside. We'll put that one on H.
Nancy's in for 7.
For those of you who like birds, look at this beautiful bird. Lots of color. This one is brand new on the card. Look at this beautiful enamel cat. Not sure if it's a leopard or a puma, but so often when you see cats, leopards, they're all just browns. I love that this one has some salmon colors in it and even some pinks in it. Look at that tail. This is one of the
I
few times
like it.
it's okay to look at a little tail. Look at those eyes. So you could have it going towards you or away from you. I'm going to put that one on G. Oops. On G.
Yeah, those are some gorgeous butterflies, Nancy.
Okay, next here is a dragonfly. Look at the channel set stones in the tail.
Hmm.
Then, when you turn it around this way, you can see the paved stones in the wings. I'll put this one on F. For my purple lovers, look at this
Oh,
gorgeous leaf. And you'll see these are all marquee stones. I love that marquee shape to them. And they're faceted. And then on the inside, you'll see the beautiful pave crystals. But it's hard for me to look at anything other than the purple marquees.
yeah.
They just so catch your eye. Okay, next I'm going to have a choice. I've got bicycles. This one has red tires. This one has pink tires. They both are covered with beautiful rhinestones, cute little flowers in the basket. So, choice of colors on the bicycles. Oops, I was wrong. And I'll also have one with blue tires.
Oh, look at that one. How pretty.
So, I actually have three of those.
One's prettier than the next.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, next I have this fabulous starfish.
Yeah.
Super blingy. You got the bigger stones in the center and then it ombres out. But if you look really close, you will see all the blues are not the same color. There's a light blue topaz shade. Then there's a tanzanite blue shade. And then the clear at the very end. So I love that it's different shades of blue. We'll put that one on E.
Looking for 710. If anybody's out there lurking, pop on in and say hi.
Yep, yep, yep. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I had somebody message me to buy a butterfly necklace from a replay that she was watching way back from April 1st. And surely enough, I looked back through it and I found it. It's amazing how sometimes you'll see something, and even after the auction is over, you just can't quite get it out of your head.
Yeah.
Do we count this down?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do that so I can show you more.
I'm wondering if Rainbow is stuck. Oh, there she is. Going once, twice. Fair warning. Sold to Nancy. Congratulations, Nancy. She would like D, the enamel edged one,
Okay.
butterfly.
Did you say G?
No, D as in dog.
D. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Otherwise, I'm going to move them to the side and show you some others. Okay, last call. Okay, once again at 7 for choice. I'm going to start out with this beautiful butterfly and pearl. It's a wreath style brooch, and I love that the pearls are graduated. Look how they're the biggest here, and then they slowly get smaller, and they're the smallest here. That kind of craftsmanship is just fantastic.
Beautiful.
And the paved stones on the butterfly are gorgeous. But not everybody is into gold tone. So I also have it in a silver tone. I actually like it in gold better, but I know some people are, I only wear silver.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's mostly OG. Okay, so choice for those two. While we're talking about choices, look at this fabulous fox. Look at those eyes. But what I really want to look at is the tail. You've got
Yeah.
some beautiful bling on the tail, but the enamel is just gorgeous too. So I've got this in a brown, but for my purple lovers, I also have this with very vibrant purple. And you see the purple even on the tail. Beautiful amethyst.
Oh, that's
in there.
fancy. Yeah.
And you'll notice the
Look
eyes
at his
are
eyes.
green. Green eyes on the purple fox. So if you're feeling foxy, if you're feeling sly as a fox, if you're feeling smart as a fox, or maybe you just want to celebrate your green eyes. Okay, so there's those two. Next, if you're looking for a brooch for Easter, I've got this beautiful bunny that is outlined with these gorgeous rhinestones, and I have it in both gold and silver tone. So if you're a gold tone person, if you're a silver tone person,
You
I've
got it
got
covered.
it in both colors. So I try to keep my viewers in mind. Next, look at the bling on this one. This one is new and sealed still.
Beautiful.
We'll put that one on C. Here is another gorgeous one. So if you think all clear stones are the same, no, no, no. If you look at the whoosh, you will see these that are so sparkly. But yet, if you look at the flower, you will see these are AB crystals. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. And if you look really closely, you will see all of the colors of the rainbow reflected in the AB crystals. And that's just going to help it go with more of your outfits. Okay, next I've got this gorgeous swan which
Oh,
has clear crystal rhinestones, but a pop of red. Next, if I have elephant lovers, look at this pink elephant. And the ear is all AV crystals.
cute.
And the trunk is up, which is supposed to be for good luck. Next, for my purple fans, look at this stunner. You'll see it's got some big stones in the center,
Mm-hmm.
and then going around it, you have lots of the smaller stones, and they are beautifully ombreed out in different shades of purple. So I'm going to put this one
Very
on
nice.
A. But I tell you what, for E, I'm going to do choice because I have two that are very similar and pink. So I'm going to make it a choice of the elephant or the stunning pink bicycle. Look how pretty this
Oh, that's
is
pretty.
with the roses, the bling, got some little pearls in the
Yeah,
wheels. So I'm going to make this choice as well. Try to show as many as I can so that y'all are spoiled for choice.
I'm in for 7.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Anybody else?
Looking for 710. Anybody want to bid it up?
If not, let's just count it down then.
One is more sparkly than the next one.
Well, and this one I'm noticing I must have not enough light because in person it's very
Right.
sparkly. But yet I lay it over on A and it just looks like it's black and
Yeah.
ugly.
Lay it over in H. Let's see what it looks like.
Oops. Well, let's see if I can put it here in the middle maybe.
Oh, yeah, that looks nice. Sold to Lori. And I'm going to take that purple fox.
Ooh, the purple fox. Great choice. The green eye sold it, right?
The green eye sold it. It did.
Okay. Well, but I can never pick. In the last round, I would have thought Laurie was either going to go for the pumpkin or the purple leaf. So I can never guess what Laurie's going to like or not like. She always keeps me guessing. Okay, anybody else before I swipe it? Okay, anybody else? I'm going to do one more round and it's going to be a sale round. I'm going to take a few of these down to $5.
Oh, wow. That's a good deal.
$5 clearance. Okay, so let me show you what's going to be on sale for $5. I have this owl. Blingy, once again, green eyes.
Beautiful.
So we'll put that one on H. Next, I've got this set of two honeybees. Little mama and baby action going on. We'll put that on
Sweet.
D. Now, this one works a little bit differently. I don't know if y'all have seen these. Um, it's a pen on this side and a pen on this side, and it connects.
Oh, cool.
So that's how it works. I'm going to mark this one down to 5. It is 3 butterflies with a pearl in the center.
Nancy's in for 5.
Turn this towards the camera. Okay, thank you. Here is a super blingy leaf. It is just all paved sparkle.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. This one would be especially great for a man's lapel. It is this, not sure if it's a dog or a dragon or a wolf, but it's just the right shape for a men's lapel. And here's the pen. Here is a pretty little flower. Look at those gorgeous
Nice.
stones. Those are quartz. And then we've got some
Oh,
bling in the bottom. And then last but not least, I'm going to mark this one down to just $5.
beautiful.
And we've got Nancy in at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Otherwise, we'll count this down and keep it moving. And Rainbow, let me know how the poll's looking. We might be ready to do something else from the poll.
She said brooches were first and then puzzles
Okay.
were behind it.
Well, sometimes, as people
So we
vote,
can
the voting
see.
order changes throughout the
Right.
alphabet.
So we
So,
can see where it's at now.
okay.
So to Nancy, congratulations, Nancy. Which
Okay.
one of
The
ones would you like?
honeybees. Great choice. All right. Anybody else? Oh, is Teresa still here? I was going to show her those cinnamon bears. I don't know if Teresa's still here.
Oh, that's right. Teresa,
I
are you still
forgot
here,
to ever
baby?
show those. Because I told her I'd be glad to show her, and she came in when we were doing other things, and I forgot.
Oh, Nancy says she wants to put them on a wreath, those honeybees. She
Oh,
got some bee lights at the library bingo, and she has it on the wreath, and she
well,
wants to
she
put
needs to
the
post that
brooch.
on Discord, don't you think? Because that
Yes.
absolutely counts as art or jewelry art. And I would love to see that under the easel. And if she has pictures of things that other people made, post it under the gallery. So I love seeing what y'all made. And since you made it with something from the auction, you know what other categories she could post it on?
What's that?
The look what I bought at
Oh,
auction.
yeah, that's right.
That's always my favorite to see what y'all do with the things you buy. Okay, anybody else for any of these $5 bargains? $5, $5, $5 bargains, $5. Okay, anybody else for these before I scrape them to the side?
Rainbow says that puzzles are in second place at 27%.
Okay. Well, we might have missed Teresa. If we see her again, let me know,
Right.
and I will work those cinnamon bears in. I was in the middle of showing something else, so I couldn't stop when she came in. Let me show some puzzles. Rainbow, these are going to be $5 for choice. Starting there. Back up my camera here. And puzzles are such a great way to build logical thinking and eye-hand coordination. Okay, let's see if we still have any of our dog lovers out there. Look at this cutie
Oh,
pie.
cutie.
So this is going to be the first choice. Oops, let me get my light out.
Yeah.
And here is the second one. So this one's got a dog, got a little raccoon, a bunny, all trudging through this blessed snow. And in the background, there's even a few other animals.
Yeah.
So there's
That's
a
pretty.
deer, too. You know, when we see groups of animals, usually it's like a zoo. But I love that this one is in the wild. Okay, if you're wanting a lighter colored dog, look at this dog. So, who is swimming and his owner's fishing. Super cute one there. The next one is this fabulous city. I would love to go
Oh,
to a city that looked like this with the skyscrapers, with the bridges, with the boats down there. This would be fantastic. I don't know if this place
wow.
really exists or if it's in a theme park somewhere or if it's just an artist's imagination. I don't know, but I am totally interested now that I have seen it. And the last one, which to me looks like it must be in the Mediterranean someplace. I don't know if it's Italy,
Oh,
Spain,
look at that.
Portugal, but that's just kind of the way it looks to me.
Mm-hmm.
And will it sit up here? Probably not.
There you
Okay,
go.
these are the 5 choices that I have. Anybody for a puzzle? 550 pieces.
Do you like making puzzles, Val?
When I was growing up, I absolutely did. Now I've usually got stacks of stuff sitting on counters and tables from the last auction for the next auction to be
Right.
bailed out where I just don't have the room to make
Right.
puzzles. But if or when my auction career is over, I absolutely would. I'm the person who, you know, if you invited me over and said, hey, you want to come do a puzzle, I would so do that with, you know, a friend or a neighbor.
Yeah.
To me, that's like free entertainment. And even though you think you're doing puzzles, you get to talking and you get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great way where you can open up, other people can open up. And I also like the mental challenge of it.
Yes. I'll tell you a quick little story. My husband, he never really liked playing, doing jigsaw puzzles, but I love them. And my sisters would be over or my nieces, and we'd be working on it. And he'd come over and pick up a piece and try putting it in. And tried putting it in somewhere else and just playing around. He would go in the laundry room and come back out with a little hammer, and
Oh,
he'd hammer.
oh
he,
my.
he would start to like hammer it into the spot, and it just had us all just rolling. But yeah, so he was gonna make it fit.
Well, last call on these. You've got choices of beautiful animals, of amazing cities or theme parks, and some gorgeous landscapes. And it's still less expensive than seeing a movie, and you'll probably spend more time putting it together than you would just sitting through a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't be tempted to eat snacks because your hands will be busy doing the puzzle. So it actually helps you burn calories rather than all the calories you eat while sitting watching a movie.
That's true.
Okay, last call on these. Okay, next, let me show you this lovely necklace. I hope this is going to show. Sometimes the light colors don't show very well. This is a beautiful blush color, but some of these also have um,
Oh, look how
a
pretty.
motif on them. See how this one has flowers and
Mm-hmm.
this one has flowers? You'll also see that this one has flowers. This one has flowers. And I love that it's in this Y lariat shape.
That's
So I'm going to
beautiful.
start this one off at $10. One and done. And I just think this one is so feminine and demure, and I just love. Oh, and these are glass, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. These are glass. You would not ever be able to paint like that on plastic. Now, sometimes people see beads that people have painted flowers on, and they'll immediately say, "Oh, this must be Mille Fiore." But every glass bead that is painted on is not necessarily Mille Fiore. People just say that. So be
Right.
very careful and mindful. So I never make those claims unless it's in writing. And I'll tell you, Mille Fiore is never signed. So dom, beware.
Oh,
Um, but anyway, I just think that these are delicate and demure and so pretty. It's kind of hard to see against my tan mannequin.
but you can see it,
Okay.
and you can see that it's blush.
And you know what I could do? Let me hold it up against this. See if this helps. You might see it better against this.
Oh
This
yeah.
is usually what I show writing pens on, but it just shows how it would look on a darker color. Granted, I'm not suggesting you carry a drawer around with you, but even if it is a velvet lined drawer. But my mom would take these old jewelry boxes, or this was actually an artist chest where there were artist supplies, and she lined it just so she could keep jewelry and brooches in. I now use it for display just because it's a dark background to show light things on it. Well, it's getting late, So let's do a price drop on this. Let's price drop this from 10 down to 8. Anybody think this one's worthy of 8? Give Rainbow time to put it in, and then I'll move on to something else. I do have a few necklaces after this that I want to clearance down for y'all. Not sure if I've ever showed this one before or not.
She got it in.
Okay. Yes. Okay, next. This is going to be a choice of 3. Oops, got too much light.
Yeah.
So we have a citrine with some beautiful rhinestones around it. I love that swirl pattern. This is the same swirl pattern, but it has a beautiful blue stone in it of a sapphire color. And then this one almost looks like a globe or a world to it. It has a very like celestial type pattern.
Oh, that's
Maybe it's
pretty.
just me that it looks like a globe, but
Yeah.
maybe it's not supposed to be like that, but that's just what I see in it. So I'm going to mark these down to 4.
Are those shorter ones as long as the other one, and you just have them pulled up? Or are
Um,
they shorter?
let me see. No, they're a little bit shorter.
They're a little bit shorter? Okay.
Yes, they're a little bit shorter. I mean, you could always swap them to a different necklace or put the
I bought an
extender you
extender.
just bought. And then, yes, but
Okay.
these are blingy and gorgeous, but they are shorter. That's why I'm reducing them to just 4.
I'm in for 4.
Okay. And I really think even just for the pendants, it would easily be worth 4 for these gorgeous styles and um, gemstones. Because you could slip these beauties on any necklace. Because we all have some spare gold tone, silver tone that we just
Mm-hmm.
like the look of or like the length of. So many times you're basically buying the necklace on the pendant on a necklace. And I do also have just black cords for sale because I don't know about y'all, but down in the South in the summer, we just sweat, sweat, sweat. And I'll wear things on black cords in the summer just so I'm not sweating on metal jewelry.
Yeah. Fair warning.
It's going to be a hard choice.
Sold to Lori. I'd like the 2 short ones.
Okay. And of course, those are the ones underneath. Okay, there we go. Anybody for the longer one with the blue? Set these aside. Put them in a little packet. Last call. Okay, let me show you some other ones. I want to drop on the price. For those people who just love purses. Oops, did I drop them? Of course I did. Have you ever seen a necklace with a purse on it? Well, these I just think are so cute and so fun. Sometimes jewelry doesn't have to be so serious, it can just be fun. And these are a perfect example of just fun jewelry. So I've got this one in 2 different colors. And here it is.
How cute.
Pardon me. So I'm gonna price drop these all the way down to a starting bid of $3. How deep of a price drop is this? So it's a cute little purse emblem, and it's got a checkerboard of either lavender and white or blue and white. So $3. This might even be cute as an Easter gift. Because you could say, oh, it's an Easter basket
It's
rather
an
than a
Easter
purse.
basket.
It's
Yes.
really a purse because I've, had it for like 6 months.
Right.
So, but it could be an Easter basket.
Bright colors.
Yeah.
Pastel colors.
And it's a beautiful enamel. Great gift for that friend of yours who loves to shop or shop till she drops. Although I wish she'd just shop in her jammies with the feet up here on
Yes.
Bargains by Belle. That way you're not searching for a parking spot, spending all that gas, dealing with that person who, is making you wait to turn in, who parked over the line, who takes your spot before you do. I tell you, the more I drive and the more I park, the more perturbed I get at some of these people. I tell you. All right, last call on this one. All right. Now, some people will see this and say, oh, this is for Easter. Well, I would say cross earrings are for all the time.
Yeah. Yes.
But I have a choice of 4 different finishes. So you have a silver tone, a gold tone, a gunmetal tone, or even a black metal tone. So whether you want this to be elegant and savvy for church, maybe you want it to be an antique kind of finish. Maybe you just want it to be biker chic. 4 different looks, and you can choose $3 per choice.
I love the gunmetal ones. Those are nice looking.
Or if you want all 4, I will do a buy more, save more for 10.
Oh.
Because even guys can wear a cross earring. Some of them
Sure.
only have 1 earring, but you're going to have to buy the set no matter what store or auction you go to.
Those are
This
nice.
just gives them a spare when they can't find that 1 earring. And these happen to be from Claire's, and I will tell you, they say that it is a sensitive solution, so therefore they must be for sensitive ears. I'll tell y'all, my ears aren't pierced, so I really don't know about this, but This is also a great size that it would just fit inside an Easter egg.
Oh, yes.
Or if you buy the whole card, you just cut it into 4. Just like if somebody buys just one, I cut these into 4 and send them the color they choose. Or if you want to buy the whole card and save money. Okay, last call on these. Okay, next, let me show you these cute little hair clips. I'm so excited about these. Put my little grid down here. These are going to be $2 for choice. And I have these in several different colors. Here is the first ones, and you'll see these have an ombre of colors. When you turn it around here, it's got a nice substantial alligator clip on it. So we'll put this one on C.
Those are gorgeous.
Thank you. Here's a pretty
Ooh.
pink one. Here's a gold and peach. It's got a little pink on it too. Put that on B. This one has some green yellows and some orange at the tips. This one has some pinks, whites, and golds to it. And last but not least, look at this lavender one.
Oh, look.
So gorgeous colors. Some of these are one and done. Some of these have multiples. Looking for $2 starting bid.
I'm in for 2.
And even though these are supposed to be hair clips, I don't think anybody would stop you from putting these on a collar,
Yes.
or on a wreath, or in a display box. I think these would be just as gorgeous in those display boxes I showed before. Who's
Mm-hmm.
going to turn it around and see that it's a hair clip on the back and not an actual brooch? Because if you look at how sparkly these are, just look at the sparkle factor. Tons of sparkle. All right, anybody else?
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. Sold to Lori.
Congratulations. Which one or
Thank
ones
you.
can I get for you? And
I would
Nancy's
like
in for second choice.
one of E and one of F.
Okay, let me grab your little bag here. All right, some of these I have multiples. So E is this one,
Mm-hmm.
and F is the pinks. All right, you tell me. Is it the one on the top or the one on the bottom? I think it's the one on the bottom.
The
Is
one
that
on the bottom. Correct.
okay? All right. So here it is going into your bag. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? Are you set? Okay. Let's
That's
go
it.
to Nancy.
Nancy.
Oh, Nancy.
Nancy, which one of ones would
You
you
know what
like?
I just noticed? Nancy always has a little butterfly after her name. This is just
Mm-hmm.
perfect for her.
How many do you have of F?
Just the one left. I tell you what, to make it easier, let me just dox what I have left because I only have 3 duplicates left.
Okay.
So, okay, I've got this one. Is this one A? I think this one's A.
Yeah.
Because, you know, some people like to wear a butterfly on each side as like a set. You know what I'm saying? Or especially
Mm-hmm.
if they're doing like pigtails. So I've got 2 of that one. And this is my last one. This one's so pretty. Oops. I love the little tips on the wings. Oh, I'm just knocking everything. Are a pink color. All right, so that's my total quantity. That's all I have of all of them. So that's it.
Nancy, if you need 2 of F's, you can have the F that I took, and I'll take one of the other pink ones because I like those as well.
Oh, that's so nice. But these have a gorgeous ombre. I really love the coloring. If you even look at the purple one, you'll see how the wings are darker towards the outside, and several of them are darker towards the tips. So sweet of you to offer to swip swap so that
Sure.
Nancy can get what she likes.
I was debating between F and A to begin with, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. So if she wants the other F, she can have the other F.
All right. Well, let me make sure before I swip swap the bags.
Okay, she'll take both of the B's,
Okay.
both of the C's,
Okay.
and the D. She said all the D's, but you just have one D.
Right.
You sure you don't want 2 F's?
Or even one F? I can't wait to see what craft she makes. I so hope she uploads some pictures for us on the Discord. I'm just sitting here looking into her bag and look how pretty her bag looks filled with these. Doesn't that just look gorgeous?
Beautiful.
Okay, so did she make a final choice about 1F, 0Fs, swip swapping to get 2Fs?
Okay. Evidently, she's fine with it,
Okay,
with what she chose.
anybody else? I've got these last 4. Got a set of 2 on A, 1 on E, and 1 on F. Last column. I'm kind of sad Jane didn't get to see these. That's the problem when I don't show something on a Monday. Jane doesn't get to see it. But I've never actually seen Jane, so I don't even know what color hair she has.
Oh, yeah.
I always envision her with the same color hair as Haley because, Haley's been seen a billion times on her own YouTube channel. But, lots of times mothers and daughters have different hair. So her hair could be way darker than Haley's. I wish mine were as thick and full as Haley's. Okay, last call on these. Anybody, anybody? All right, let me clear these away then. We'll bring these out some other day. I saw several people talking about it's getting cold, and I have to admit, this morning it was like 60 degrees, and I know that Laurie was having coffee, and Jane was having coffee. Neither of them will mind me doxing them. But you know what? I started to open and then I thought, no, I'm not going to open this. I'm going to show this again at my auction. I started to open this fancy cocoa pack that is filled with flavored hot cocos. So this is only going to start at $5. And oh, wait.
Yes.
I put everything
Nancy
in
would
way too soon.
Nancy would like the one left of the F.
Okay, before I open it up, it was this one on the end, right? This one on the end?
Correct.
This is F? Okay. All right, because this is my bag of the reject ones.
Oh, the
Unfortunately,
reject ones.
Laurie is making the list so she can adjust the amount.
Yep.
Okay, let me put this into her bag. Then I'll get back to the $5 hot cocoa with rainbow. Okay, so this is her new bag. You'll see, here it is, right here, added. All right, so $5 Rainbow. That kind of worked out perfectly because taking the time to do that gave Rainbow time to
There you go.
with the lack. Okay, so you're going to get an entire, they're calling it a holiday collection, but you can drink hot cocoa anytime. We have a double chocolate. Then we have a French vanilla. We have a salted caramel and a peppermint. And let me show y'all the date on it. The date is not 2025. No.
Wow.
2026. So lots of time. We got 13 months. 13 months. So even if it's already getting warm where you live, you can save it till you get cold weather again. But in the mornings, it's chilly. So even here, I was tempted to open this up. But I thought, no, I want to save it for my viewers.
Well, I bought one of these last time you had them.
Did
And
you
I haven't.
enjoy?
I
Oh,
have not drunk one yet, but I think I will tonight because I forgot I had them.
oh.
So I
Well,
think when the auction's over, I think I'm going to get that caramel one.
yay. That's the one I would go for first. The other reason I didn't open this up is one is peppermint, and I don't like peppermint. So I'd hate to waste one of
Ah,
four because it's a flavor that I don't like. I just don't
right.
like any type of peppermint, mint, wintergreen, spearmint. That's just not to my
Got
liking. So if they were in a different set where one wouldn't be wasted, I probably would have let myself.
Yeah.
All right, last call on these. This would also be a fabulous gift to give somebody, especially if you
It
have
would.
somebody who's not a coffee or tea drinker in your world. Oh, rainbows on the same feeling. We make caramel sound so fancy, but what is caramel really? It's butter and sugar.
Yeah.
Butter and sugar. It just gets all browned and caramelized when you heat it up. But it's butter and sugar.
And it's so good.
No. It is not a K cup. It is, let me see how I explain it.
Empty package of
So
mix
you
into
mix
your
it with
mug and
6
add hot
ounces.
water.
So you do not have to have a K-cup machine. No, no, no. It
No.
is way easier than that.
Or if you like
So,
milk, you could use milk instead of water.
mhm. So you just put milk or water in your mug and dump this in, or milk or water in like your Pyrex and throw it in the microwave
Mm-hmm.
and heat it up. You don't have to even heat up your oven, just in your microwave. But I love the nuance of the flavors because can you go out and get, like a Swiss Miss or a Carnation? Yes. But they don't have flavors like French vanilla or salty caramel
Right,
or peppermint. Now, if there's
right.
anybody who does like peppermint and is looking for K cups, I'm glad to show those. In the peppermint, I do have this donut shop. This is coffee, not hot chocolate though. It's called Peppermint Bark, and it is 10 K cups of coffee, and this will also be $5 if anybody is interested in K cups. Let me grab some other K cups to show. I also have pumpkin spice in K cups. Let me stand them up like this so that more will fit. So here's a pumpkin spice. Here's a Green Mountain pumpkin spice. These are all going to be just $5 for choice. Here is a Green Mountain breakfast blend.
That's a really good one. I've tasted that one before.
In Victor Allen, I have a morning blend. Oh, and I don't know if I showed y'all these or not. I'm noticing back here, the original price on these is $9.69.
Oh my goodness.
So way more than the $5 I'm charging. So there's a morning blend. I've got a donut shop blend,
Oh,
Italian harvest.
now I want coffee. I can't make up my mind.
Oh, 100% Colombian. So now you have 8 choices. You've got flavored coffees, you've got non-flavored coffees, and we still have the hot chocolate gift set if that interests you instead. So just $5, and I saved you a trip to the store.
Yes.
Something about drinking a warm beverage that just kind of warms your whole body up.
Mm-hmm.
But 12 cups for $5, that's way less than 50 cents a cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
And some people will run them through the K cup machine twice. Um, the first cup being so
Strong in
potent,
it.
and the second one
Yeah.
being more mild. I'm not a coffee drinker, but my parents were, and they always ran everything through twice because my dad liked it super strong, and my mother couldn't handle it strong. So it worked out perfectly. She more or less liked the taste of coffee, but then she, of course, added so much flavoring and cream and sugar that I don't really know that she could actually taste it. I think she more or less just liked the warm beverage, but that got twice the use out of all their K cups, but less than 50 cents a cup, especially
Wow.
for some unique flavors. Anything anybody else wants to see tonight? Well, I think it has been a great auction. I especially want to thank Nancy for her membership, for her super chat. I also want to thank Rainbow
Thanks, Nancy.
for running the chat. And I want to thank Laurie for co hosting. And tomorrow is going to be a great packing and weighing and measuring the boxes, getting the shipping calculated, and then sometime in the evening or on Thursday, I'll get those final invoices sent out to you with the shipping added on. For anybody who missed anything, yes, you can still add on to your order. Um, you can still add on from the replay. You can always make requests. So, what a great night. What do we say, Laurie?
We say, laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.